That is
They
what
can hear
friends
us.
are
Yep,
for.
that's what friends are
For
to
burping
burp
for
for
each
you.
other. Yep. Yep. That's what friends are for, everyone. Hello. Welcome back, everyone, to Nat Disaster. We're here for session 37. What is this, Vicky? This is 10 in season 3? 10 in season 3. So if it doesn't feel like 10 since we've been back with everything that's going on, but damn. All right, well, we're back for another session of Nat Disaster, the Misfit Warriors campaign, and yeah, I'm just glad to get back into all this with you guys. I rewatched the last session way too many times. My name is Brian Creevy. I am the DM, the Disaster Master, and going around the room as usual. I think in this direction we have our tech paladin over here.
Hi, I'm Colin Rose. I play Bracket in this campaign, and I got none in terms of my character's wants besides let's actually get through being in Ladris today. Let's get from being on. Now we're in Ladris. Let's do our task. Let's leave Ladris. Maybe we can get to the point where, like, at the end of the session, it's like, oh my god, you've run into the whatever Brian's next task for us is. And my only last statement is fuck Donald Trump, fuck Elon Musk, and fuck JD Vance. Slava Ukraini. There we go.
It needs to be said. Thank you, buddy. But after that incredibly true statement, we have on the other side of the panel the wizard with some issues.
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Andrew. I play Oliver Evangrove, the portal wizard with daddy issues and other issues. Yeah.
Well, maybe get more into that.
Yeah. Well, I'll unravel that as we progress, but.
Mm-hmm. As you learn more about what happened to them, the trauma gets even worse and worse.
Absolutely.
I still love from last session when you guys found out what Callum was just like, that's fuck. What happened? And going over to that, we have chaos blowing in on the wind no matter what name he goes by. We have Callum.
Tsar. I'm playing the Amakowski. I am the bedraggled father of a fucking parent of a 2-year-old.
Did you say bedraggled?
Yeah, bedraggled. That's the word.
I've never heard that word before. I was like, where the fuck did he pull this word from?
Bedraggled is a real word. I don't know if you actually pronounce it that word that way, but like, yeah, I got a 2-year-old. He's gonna teach me how to be way more chaotic. So.
Well, you've given me a homework assignment now, Callum. Future Brian, look up what that word means. Bedraggled.
I'll send it in the chat. Don't worry about it.
Awesome. And definitely, last but not least, we have the true hunter of nature in the world of Tychorus. We have Vicky.
Hi, I'm Vicky. I am playing Nock. They are a halfling quarter orc ranger with a giant owl. They're here to do some political business as much as it physically pains them.
Ambassador Nock.
And then get the fuck out of Dodge so we can be in the grasslands for the next few days so that they don't have to think about their future.
Yeah, honestly, it's been a very long week for Nock, and it's been nonstop. Just
it's just been bad, and there hasn't been any real time to process that. So
Nock thought their problems were over after Warriors Rest. Oh no!
It was
no!
Wow, I can really take a breath.
Mm-hmm.
And then no.
Yep.
Can't breathe ever again.
Well, this is our crew for today's session. And yeah, I don't have many announcements. I have a message making sure, are you taking care of yourself, everyone?
Nope.
Please.
Oh, yeah.
Try to take care of yourself out there.
As little as I possibly can to continue to run while I sleep.
I guess I technically have an announcement. I finished my latest knitting project.
Ooh, I want to see it.
Woo!
Yay!
Grab for y'all. Here's hoping it fits over my headphones. When it's wrapped up, it looks like a croissant. It's
I
my
love
favorite
that.
thing. But it truly is just the world's biggest hooded scarf.
Love that.
I really love a long scarf. Brian,
Yep.
you probably remember in high school I knitted a really
I
long
do.
red
Oh my
scarf,
god. You just pulled that out of my brain.
but
I
yeah,
love that for you.
it's so
That's
big.
so great.
And it goes back too, like once I really have it wrapped around, I can put the hood
Have you ever
back.
played
I love it.
Darkest Dungeon?
I have not.
There's a character called the Antiquarian, and that scarf makes me think of them because they wear a hood like that.
It is so nice. I finally got to wear it out yesterday because I finished it yesterday.
That's
And I got to
amazing.
wear it out in the world.
I'm honestly a tiny bit jealous of you. Makes me want to do a project.
Yeah, no, that looks awesome.
Everybody
appreciate
should
that.
get into the fiber arts. That's my
I've really
that's
been
my
trying to.
announcement.
My only thought is that a 2-year-old is not so great with other fiber
No,
arts.
that's
I feel-
super true. You have to put that shit on a high shelf and then only use it when they're in bed.
Exactly. And like I could teach him, but like it would be a really big hassle. It would be
Yeah,
hard.
when he gets older.
I want to
maybe.
learn how to finger knit faster so that like I could teach him. That would be cool.
Nice.
Vicky,
Like-
Shrimp Buffet says it looks pretty. Or
Thank
it's so
you, Shrimp
pretty.
Buffet.
Shrimp
Thank
Buffet, you are an amazing person and I appreciate you.
And
That's
also
very
shrimp
sweet.
shrimp buffet breathing is allowed. Yes, it is. It is allowed in this place.
It's allowed? Thank
Yes.
God. I've been doing it under the radar this whole time.
Well,
no one's coming to arrest us.
I
That's
think
not
actually not an announcement of mine, but just for a timestamp in our lives, Andrew, do you have
I do.
something you want to share?
I do have an announcement. I'm moving.
Ooh.
Yes, first time moving.
Woo!
Moving into my own apartment. So yeah, that's exciting. Yeah,
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Congratulations, dude.
thank you. I'm nervous and excited.
Thank you.
I love that mug.
That is a cool.
Oh,
That is a
yes.
nice mug.
Sam, Vicky, and Andrew say this is a very cool mug. It's a bowl, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's still adorable and I love it.
it is. It is.
Incredible.
I think it was a Target buy, I think.
That's okay.
But all right. Well, is there anything else anybody would like to say before we jump into tonight's session?
I think that's it.
Cool.
How do I change my nickname? No, wait, it is right. It's only showing an L and then a big black block next to my name in the chat, like in the video call. It doesn't matter though. Like I don't.
For us, we still have your little pirate bird profile picture.
Do you have my name underneath it though?
It shows up as
Lemuria.
Lemuria for us.
Conlon, we can't hear you.
On stream, it shows up. I hit the mute button and it ignored me. Sometimes the mic does that. There's like a 50-50 chance the mute button actually unmutes me. But it mutes every time, so I'll take that.
All
What were you
right.
saying though? The screen's on what?
I can see it fine. On stream, it shows up. I don't know how to... I wish I could make it just permanently stay there, but I have to keep moving my mouse to make it stay up. But whatever.
Yeah.
Come on, Twitch. Maybe
It's
if
not
we
Twitch,
get enough
that's
of a
Discord.
following, they'll
Discord's
start listening.
fault.
Oh,
It's Discord's
Discord. Come on, Discord. Somebody.
Software engineers, I don't care which one.
All right, guys. Well, I think we're ready to let tonight's disaster unfold. So, previously on session 36 of Misfit Warriors campaign, the second alignment. Think I'm going with that. Think I'm going to roll with that one. But you guys had left the astronomer's place and started heading on back down to Ladris. Starting in the cart, just staying up for the first couple hours doing light activity. The group had a small interaction with Nari as Nari came out of her jar in the back of the cart, showing interest in Oliver and the new rock toy, explaining to Nari that no, they can't, and giving new toys in its place, a stuffed owl from Nock, and then a gooey rock from Yamakausi. You guys were able to, satiate her need for a toy, and went back inside her jar. You guys, her making one comment though about, the stone feeling warm. Afterwards, starting as nightfall was falling, you guys started taking shifts on the cart back to Ladris. And the first watch ended up being Yamakausi, with Jinrash stopping, waking up in the middle of the night and joining him in the driver's seat and admitting that he needs to leave, that his tribe needs him back at the lumber yard, as there seems to be some attacks coming from the north, and Yamakausi being able to give some comforting words. Before that, real quick, I forgot, Arthur McRegalson spoke to Yamakausi, and ended up learning a little bit more, remembering a little bit more about their past. About in the 14th century, him and his family were studying, trying to discover a new form of magic, discovered by Kyushi. Can't remember the outcome of that, and finding out that was displacement magic. You ended up deciding you were going to give the ring over to Oliver, as thinking that they can learn the most from each other there. After Jinrash and Yamakausi had their conversation together, Jinrash ended up relieving Yamakausi, who gladly took the opportunity to go to sleep and let the drunk dragon drive the cart.
Yeah, I didn't think so great about that, but
He's a professional drunk.
Professionally, yes, he drives drunk for a living. But after a couple hours of driving, waking Brackett up for his watch, and breaking the news to Brackett that he has to leave in the morning, asking for his help on explaining that to Nock. Brackett kind of reassuring him that they'll understand, especially since it is something for his family. Which, Conlon, I did look back, and it was that conversation between Jinrash and you where he said his father was dying, or his father was sick. So it was information he shared to you. On that
Good
same
job,
watch,
me.
yes. On that same watch, Bolt ended up speaking to Brackett again, as promised, with a message from Xylia, a pebble that Xylia had gifted Bolt that glows when there is a message that Xylia has for Brackett. And upon touching it, Xylia let Brackett know that he is on the right path, bringing Yurem down to Xysta City, protecting him, that there is a sorcerer named Rain in the city that you must get Yurem to, as he has some items that are vital for your survival. Also telling you that Hope is going to sneak onto the cart and go on the travel with you, letting you know that this has to happen, as Hope's survival depends on staying with your younger self. You then relieving Jinrash for the rest of the ride. You ended up driving all the way back into Ladris. One point in the middle of the night, Nock sleepily waking up and wobbling up to the front of the cart with Brackett, sitting down next to, leaning their head on his shoulder, and thanking them for staying. Very beautiful moment. I want to see animated or some drawing of it. It will happen one day. That was beautiful, Vicky. I appreciate it. Getting back into Ladris at, I think it was 11:30 at night that you guys were getting there. You drove into the stables. I think I told Oliver it was the exact time, like 11:34 and 4 seconds or something like that. But you guys got back in there. deciding in that moment to give Oliver the ring finally, and Brackett bringing up to Oliver the wristwatch that you guys have had since session 1, I believe. Pooling all of your knowledge together, you guys discern that this is telling time somehow. Nock remembering from a previous investigation that you know the seconds hand from there. And with it, you guys are starting to grasp how this might actually be recording time. Maybe now with Oliver's help too, now that he's on the case. You guys ended up going into the tavern, getting 2 rooms for the night as it was pretty full. And Oliver being joined in a dream by this entity that you guys have had a few interactions with, Eyeless, revealing themselves to Oliver and remarking on Nock's clever trick to reveal their name. Eyeless ended up giving you some information as to what happened to both of your parents displaced over at the Sand Falls, and encouraging you to head there next after everything in Xysta City. That'll both give you answers and help your friends with their endeavor to stop Ilios. You ended up waking up early with Nock around 1:30 in the morning, and you guys ended up joining together, going for a walk and looking over the stone slab your father had left you, reading over the words, trying to make something of it, and Nock making a connection, knowing that they have heard of the items of creation which was put on the stone slab back from Janthel and Aurora in Warrior's Rest. After going out a little bit walk, just talking about this time's alignment going on again, you guys went back, got breakfast for the rest of your comrades who woke up, and you had a full morning's feast. Jinrash thanking Nock before bringing up the news that he does in fact have to leave, and Nock, of course, understanding for everything that Jinrash has done and needing to go help their family. So everybody promising that they will stay in touch. If anybody needs any help, they'll leave at a moment's notice or as soon as they can to help. And you guys ended up parting ways. The rest of the Misfit Warriors now, I think it's about 6:30 in the morning. The sun is starting to get a little bit brighter in the day, and you guys decided to travel over to Muri first. So you guys went up the winding path, found Muri's large tree at the top of the cliffside to the eastern portion of Ladris, and you guys knocked on the Loxodon-sized door, heard the voice back, come in, and that is where last session ended off, guys. So, Nock, you knocked on the door, and you do remember from before, Muri does have a smaller handle for halflings and other short races, so you're able to open the door.
Yeah, I'll open it up and head in.
Mm-hmm. And you guys can see as you walk in the room, Oliver and Yamakowski for the first time. You can see it's a hollow carved out version of a house with a second level, where you can see there seems to be some sort of bedroom up there. On the main area, you can see a small kitchen in the back room, a little living room with a fireplace, and a shrine to Tyvor built up in the back that has some candles going off, the smoke coming out the back end. And there does seem to be some sort of stew cooking in the kitchen. Yes, Conlon.
Are there multiple door handles?
To the front door?
Yes.
There's only 2 because the medium-sized ones, large creatures can reach and grab that one as well too. It works for both those sizes. But
okay. I was just curious. It's just one of those.
If we got to the next size class up, then we'd probably have to. But
okay, continue. Sorry.
But you can see Muri in the kitchen seems to be cooking some sort of stew, and those with a keen nose can tell it seems to be some beef, carrots, and potatoes. Muri turns, oh, good morning. Well, you guys are here early. How's it?
Morning.
Morning.
I know we're probably intruding on your day.
Oh, no worries, Nock.
We have some information about Xysta that I don't think that you know yet.
Oh, and she kind of puts down the little ladle that she was stirring with and kind of gives you the full her full attention over to you guys. Oh, please, sit. and she brings out a couple more chairs to the table for you guys.
Thank you kindly.
I'll take a seat.
I think I'm gonna sit like right next to her,
Okay.
like
down.
looking up at her really intently.
She looks down a couple of times as she sees. So yes, you were saying you had some more information about Xysta?
Yes. So the city's been overrun with elementals. The queen is her castle. I don't know, has
Yes.
fallen in the middle. So I'm just considering everything that's going on. I'm a little bit worried about bringing Nari along with us if there's so many elementals in the city. She said something about her parents being north to us. I don't know if that's still the case with all of them being attracted to the city like this, but it's something.
That north would coincide with where she has been escaping off to before I had given her off to you all. And yes, so much has changed since we made that decision to have her go off with you just 2 days ago.
Yeah.
But it probably would be best for her to stay here. I don't know how that would affect her in the city. She has such a gentle soul compared to other elementals that I've seen.
I just don't want her to be taken advantage of there. Or if there's something that's affecting how they all are acting, maybe that would affect her too.
Typically, when there is such a large amount of one race in an area, there may be something controlling them, something linking the races and binding them.
Yeah, we don't
Do you
want.
mind reminding me what she was there for? Like what she was trying to go to Xysta for in the first place?
Yeah. So there was a they basically wanted to try to keep Nari from escaping because Nari was starting to go off on their own. And Muri ended up saying, "Hey, go take her to Cairo, a researcher in Myers Athenium in Xysta City." And it was more to like, hey, kind of study and try to figure out something about her, what can be done.
Yeah.
I mean, my vote is still bring her to Xysta, and if she absolutely needs to leave, we'll just bring her to the Eye of All, right? Is that not a good enough answer? Like, I don't know if
What's
don't
the
know.
I don't know
Eye
what
of
her
All?
relationship is and like what they're actually trying to do as the Yamakasi. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the full.
What's the Eye of All?
There's like a portal to the sea, the elemental plane of water, I think. I drowned there a couple of times. My friends saved me, but it's there in the city. You can get there. It's in like a big building with a dome, and we broke part of the dome. But we also got a lot of information from that place. I had to pretend to be dead. I actually was dead at one point, but like the cops.
That was time number 1.
Seen it? Have you seen it since everything happened with the elementals there? Because I have a feeling if there's an opening to the elemental plane of water in the middle of a city that's being overrun by water elementals, that's probably not going to be an easy
That's a
place
good
to get
point.
into.
No,
I hadn't thought about that. That's a good point.
An elemental
That's actually a really good point.
An elemental presence will complicate things.
Yeah,
well, that is a thing that we should be aware of then, perhaps. Sorry,
Nobody has thought about that yet. I'm so glad somebody finally mentioned that.
I'm open to talking to Cairo still, especially since you've met him. Yamakasi has met Cairo, knows him personally, so that should help us a lot with finding him. And I'm happy to still go and talk to him about Nari. I just don't want to put her at risk.
No, I totally understand that. He's a cool dude. He'll definitely help you. He's a little he's old.
I feel like she'd be safer here, as much as I love having her around. She's
Maybe
really
we can
sweet.
help Cairo get back to Ladris and visit her.
Maybe if you'd be
Oh,
open
hell
to
yes.
it.
If he's
Hell yes.
intrigued enough, back when he was a young researcher, he would travel far across the land for his studies.
Perfect. I mean, if he's willing to make the trip, I mean,
We have something to
Can
sweeten
we-
the deal.
and maybe escort
And
him
I'm going
back.
to look pointedly at all of them.
I think we'd be happy to escort him back. I'd love a scholar.
If we're able to,
I'd love to pick his brain.
if we're able to come back, we can hopefully bring him back safely through the grasslands. I mean, it's not a very easy trip to make on one zone.
Yamakowski, does your friends that you met, they also know Cairo?
Which ones? Because
The
some
friends
of
that your adventures you went on.
The
Oh
one with
yes,
the bird?
my crew knew
yes,
of
your
Cairo.
crew.
Yes. There was a simultaneous crew. They didn't know Cairo that I knew of, but they did work with us. But yes,
Because I know we
the
will
main
end up
group.
running into some of them when we reach the city.
I mean, we have allies. It's useful to make use of allies when you're in a new place, as much as possible.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Honestly, I'd love to introduce you to Rain. I did mean to, but got her bird last time,
That's okay.
as it were.
Oh, you weren't able to leave a voicemail?
Yeah,
it
but
might
it's a
be
crow, so
easier to explain in person anyway what's going on. It's a lot of information, so
I kind of feel the same way.
Yes, I can definitely take Nari back here, and
thank you.
I'll take the jar bracket if you could.
Yes. Absolutely.
And she takes it and
you're safe.
opens the top up, and you guys can all see Nari's head just poke out the top of the bowl.
Oh.
And Muri's just like, "Hello, Nari. You're gonna be staying back with me now, okay?" And she turns and looks and in Aqua, and it's just like, "Stay, okay,
Yes. She'll keep you safe, I'll say in Primordial.
safe. Rock, owl toy."
Yes. Yes. Do you want some more water before I go?
I'm gonna tell her we'll
Water.
visit her soon.
Okay.
We're
Water.
supposed to use Nari. Don't worry.
I'll expend a charge of the Aquanarch for her.
And you press it. I think this is the first time you've used this feature.
Yes.
And you guys see as Nock lifts up this weapon that you guys have seen shoot a powerful blast of water out, just go and just little trickle, little tiny thing, just right into
that's
the
cool.
bowl that Muri put onto the ground.
That is
I'm gonna
fascinating.
look at it very quizzically and be like, "What is that thing? Like, what even is that?"
That is fascinating.
It's like a super weapon.
It's called the Aquanarch. It's a pretty cool water
gun.
water crossbow.
Do you mind if I study this sometime? It is fascinating.
Sure. Absolutely.
Fascinating.
It's pretty cool.
And Nari definitely appreciates it.
Absolutely.
All right, Nari. I'll bring you back to your pond later, okay? And puts the top back on top of the jar.
Thank you, Muri.
Oh.
I can't even say how much I appreciate all the help you've given us over the past couple of weeks.
I mean, you all have helped me tremendously. I mean, you and Bracket. But your other friends too, and
Yeah.
if these new allies are falling under the same title, Misfit Warriors, I'm sure they'll help us out plenty in time. As they did this
More
previous
than
morning.
joining the Misfits.
Sorry for being a pain in the ass so far, Muri.
I'm just glad I was able to bring you back, little one.
Yeah.
Me too.
Well, Are you guys? By the way, where is Jinresh?
He unfortunately has had to go back to his village. His father is ill, and the village needs his help, especially with the attacks that have been happening nearby.
Have they been attacked as well?
That's what the message seemed to imply, or at least people who've gone out into the forest doing their normal chores have faced off against monsters.
Well, the council was planning to meet in another 30 minutes or so. I can definitely bring that up as well. They're one of our northernmost allies in the kingdom, so...
Can we join on the meeting? Because there's information we need to get from the council anyways. As they were going to get some information on the treaty and an official note for when we go to see the queen.
Of course. I was just gonna have a quick bowl of stew and then head down there myself. Would anybody like one?
Yes, thank you.
I would.
Do you
I
need
would.
any help
please.
cleaning up when we're done?
I
Is
would.
there something we could do to repay you? I feel like you've done so much for us already.
And you have done just as much in service to the city, just from yesterday morning.
Oof. I feel like you might be exaggerating, but okay.
You were deserved at
I
least a
appreciate
bowl
that.
of stew.
Twist my arm. You know what? Twist my arm. You can have it. Right?
And Callum, so Muri ends up handing out a bowl to Brackett and Oliver. Nock, did you say you wanted one?
Take a small one, yeah.
I would
We
love
did
some.
just eat breakfast.
She has a halfling. She has a few halfling-sized bowls too, like smaller
Perfect.
ones. So brings it over,
That's awesome.
and then holds one over to you, Yamakowski,
Yeah,
and as you grab it, your body freezes up in a giant ice cube.
Son of a motherfucking god. All right.
Have we seen
So-
this
Oh,
before? I don't remember.
Yes.
This is...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Fuck.
you have it.
Am I like crushing her fucking wrist right
No,
now?
she-
Like, am I breaking her building?
She is okay. Your fingers actually made it out of the ice cube in this moment because they were reaching forward for the bowl. You had your head in the front of your fingers, and she's like, "Are you okay? What just happened?"
He does this sometimes. I'm just gonna push the ice block slightly out of the way.
There's a hag in Xysta who
Can he speak
Were you
while he's like
cursed?
this?
blessed me with this form sometimes.
Blessed?
Yeah, could you just spoon that into my open beak over here? And I'm just gonna kind of open my mouth and wag my tongue at her.
Are you asking her to baby bird it to you?
No,
I will be
feed
like,
it to
I'll
me
do
with a
it.
spoon.
Don't worry.
I'm just
I was
pantomiming,
making a
trying.
joke. Ha ha.
Oh, I see. Because I'm a bird person. I see.
Yes.
No.
She
She's an
helped-
elephant lady. She's 3 times as big as me. Okay, Bethany's giving me some weird eyes right now. I'm making a sandwich right now. Okay, I'm trying my best.
She'll put the stew
not
bowl
weird,
on
honey,
the
it's
ice cube
completely
and kind of slide it
She's
across
feeding
the
me
ice cube over to you. And she'll
What did you say,
slowly,
Brian?
she'll kind of spoon it into your mouth for you.
Thank you.
Oh,
Are either of my
man.
mimics exposed right now, or
No.
yeah? Okay, well, I'm gonna
If you-
mentally be like, I'm sorry.
Is there anything I mean, I can't
It
remove a
lasts for
blessing. I
5
can
to 10
remove a
minutes. I'm
curse.
not really sure. Oh, fuck. Okay, I really have to ask you guys a real person question right now, person to person, not character to character.
Yo.
Mhm.
Yamakowski doesn't know that the curse is related to him being 2 levels higher than he is.
Wouldn't
I don't know. I mean, maybe, but that's
it was
kinda
never
meta.
explained, but you kind of got both at the same time, so you don't know how it works.
Okay. I would just tell that to Muri then. I would just be honest with how it happened.
Just be like, I don't know how this really happened. Literally just tell her, be honest with
Okay.
her.
But both of
Well, I
these
mean,
things came
this
at the
is
same time.
players
so I don't
to
know if they're tied
players.
together or not.
Just be honest with her.
All right. I mean, Yeah. Well, Muri, Auntie Icky, like, I shook her hand. I agreed to this. I mean, I got a lot stronger. I got what I wanted. This is just the price I had to pay. I think this is probably okay. Like, I don't know. What do you think? Like, what do you actually think, Muri? Because if it's too much and it's not worth it, maybe you should tell me. I don't know.
I'm not sure. There are some boons that do exist out there that are tied directly to curses. I can do a little bit of research to see if there's a way to separate one without removing the other.
Well, that's the thing. It's like when I shook her hand, I got this ability to open a portal around myself wherever I am. And I can only do it like once a minute or so. But I can shoot things through magical portals. And I think that might be linked to this. So
2 boons and 1 curse. Okay. Yeah, when I can, I'll see what I can figure out. But Cairo might be a good one to ask in Xysta as well, as he does reside within Maya's Athenium for most of his days.
okay.
Well, thank you for that help, then.
After the thank you, your ice cube form disappears.
Could you tell us more about the Athenium? Is it like open to the public? Could we go in?
Yes, of course. Here, let's walk and talk to the council.
Okay.
She quickly just put all the dishes inside the sink, knowing she'll get to it later. But yes, what do you want to know about Maya's Athenium? It is a public library of sorts. Anybody can go in there for knowledge. There are also levels of scholars and other studious ones who dedicate their life to studying within its walls.
I think we all have a lot of questions about things that are going on right now, and I feel like it would be helpful to look for some information there if we have some extra time in the city.
I was there, right?
You were.
Also, is that where Cairo works?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do you mind?
Show us around.
I'm just gonna tell Nock as much as I can about it, like info dump onto her. Them.
So, Nock, what you get from Yamakasi, that I'll allow like surface level remembrances of the library for you, Callum.
Thank you.
It has a pretty good traffic. It's a pretty big, like, you got steps that go up to it, like to in the area, and some pillars. On the inside, the actual like levels of the library are made of trees, and the shelves are all trees that are connected to one another. And the librarians of Myers Athenium are all dryads, native to these trees.
Nock really wants to go there now.
And Muri ends up saying, "Yes, this was well before my time, but the legend says that a wizard in the distant past received some seeds from a portal, and these seeds grew and and this wizard nurtured them into his own personal library."
Did you say he got them through a portal?
Yes, a portal.
I'm gonna elbow Oliver and be like, "Where's my library, buddy?"
I'll get back to you on that one. I will get back to you on that one.
It's really cool. We should
that is so
definitely stop by.
Well, it resides in the most northeastern quarter of the southern section of Xysta. It's called the Border. And
I'll make sure I take you, Nock.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
And Yamakasi, at this point, too, talking about it for a little bit, some memories of that night coming back. You would remember the Eye of All was in the dome that was right behind Myers Athenium.
Huh? I remember.
And it isn't a public space.
Yep.
Let's hope that it didn't flood the library.
Oh shit!
If you ruin
I didn't even
the
think of it
library,
flooding.
Rain is
Oh,
actually
no.
going to beat you to death, and then bring you back, and then beat you a second time, and then bring you back, and just be like, so you learn your lesson.
Nope.
One more time?
Nope, this is not a... Yeah, this isn't a 3-death kind of lesson.
This is a 3-death kind of
I
lesson.
really hope I didn't drown that library accidentally. Oh, fuck, that's the worst news I could have received. I'm so sorry.
Rain accidentally signals 3 Reapers to get called for Yamakasi.
What made me mad? All of the books, they deserve my penance. I'm sorry.
What a way to go out if that's how you did it.
Just fighting a dozen Reapers.
Oh my
You
God.
are sentenced to death for destroying a library. I accept. I'm sorry.
right.
B!
Kill me slower, please.
All right. Is there anything else you guys would like to talk with Muri as you guys walk towards the town hall?
Besides just small talk, and maybe we'll tell her a little bit about us meeting the Watcher in the tower. But just like surface level of, hey, we met with them. Hey, we found out this information about how we can help the city.
Yeah, tell her where all the spots are for the starfall.
Yes, we will definitely specifically tell her where we can find all the stardust.
Okay, well, thank
We
you.
might need
I'll
help.
relay this to the council as well. Now, I've known of that's Xysta up there, but never knew who or what he really was. It's interesting.
Yeah, he's
Very
a cool
nice. Very kind man.
Good tea.
Good tea.
Mhm.
Maybe
You should
I'll
go
invite
visit
him down
for
to
tea one
Ladris
day.
at
I
some
think he'd
point.
enjoy your company.
Roll a persuasion check.
Fuck, I
Why
hope
not?
that's
Them
out.
Are
he's-
we
he's
gonna
gonna-
set them up? Guys.
Locks it on in Yanti pure blood.
Why not, you know? Bracket's a
An elephant with a snake
matchmaker.
for a trunk? I would love that.
He's all charisma, you know. That's his whole deal.
No, he's
This
a
is
druid.
where he rolls a nat 20.
He's a druid, honey. It's
No, I'm saying
it's
I'm all charisma.
Oh,
That's
gotcha.
my whole deal.
Gotcha. That's true.
That's a 19.
Well, I'll maybe write him a letter and see if he would like that.
Wait, did
Nock
Bracket
does
and
that
Nock
in
behind?
character,
Do we do our like
slightly behind?
Do we do our little like
Slightly
best friend
behind.
handshake?
So that Muri can't really see me doing that.
I didn't know Bracket and Nock had a best friend handshake.
Oh, there's got.
What?
We definitely have a best friend handshake. There's no way we.
It
don't.
may not be formalized yet, but we'll be working on it. You
We're
just haven't
working
known
on
about
it. Yeah.
You guys like try and do something
yeah,
and be like, it's workshopping.
Accidentally punch him in the face. Ah, shit.
That's amazing. I love it.
All right, well,
No. Keep it that way. Keep it exactly that way. 100%.
it's not real unless there's blood.
No.
That's real love.
Not a
Hey,
note
they
at
have
all.
a blood oath. They have a blood oath with each other.
Hell yeah.
We are best friends through all time and space. That is canon.
Can you imagine that every time you meet your best friend, they have to call your blood oath into question by punching you in the face to see if you still bleed? Like, hey, you still like me? Bam! Yeah, you're bleeding from your nose, motherfucker. That's right. You're still my best friend. That's right. Like, you're like, I bet there's an easier way to say this. I missed you, though. Oh, fuck. Oh, my
Hey, it was
eyes.
established in time. This is how we do it, okay?
I
Have a
fucking
choice.
love that so much.
Oh no. Let's
That's
get
so
to
funny.
the counts.
Sorry, guys.
No, that's the right type of distraction.
You guys, so walking through Ladris, you guys do notice, hey, that it is that morning, so you're starting to see, more guards walking around. But other than that, people still are doing normal business, catching the eye of the storm cloud over in the corner every once in a while. But you make your way over to the town hall. the entrance in the front, and you to the left, you guys know all the way down on the further side, you can see another entrance you do know as like the town's like jail cell where they keep people over in there. But you guys head over to the main town hall entrance. Conlon?
Can I have a perception check of at this point that now we've been in and out of the city a couple times, and people know us, to see if people are paying attention to us more than past times we've walked through the town?
Yeah, roll a perception check, but you can use your charisma modifier because this is telling everybody's kind of like look and feel for you.
Okay, I believe this is gonna be a 17.
17. Walking around, you do seem to notice more people looking in your direction. It's not like every single person who walks by, but there's some kids who sometimes like look and kind of like whisper to themselves, and then some soldiers who do like give you like the head shake nod and everything.
The guy nod.
Mm-hmm. People are starting to know who you are.
We need t-shirts.
T-shirts?
Brackett says that to himself quietly, just loud enough to hear. It's like, we need t-shirts.
Can I make a persuasion or my perception check to see if I heard that? Because I definitely made shirts for the heist.
Sure.
I would love to make shirts for them. All right, give me just 1 second. I just got to get up the stairs real quick. I'll roll my dice.
What did the heist shirt say?
I don't know. Something in character. Leave me alone.
Heist bros.
Like that
24.
far ahead.
Conlon, does a 24 hit hear how quiet you're whispering? Do you want to roll for that, or does that hear?
24 hear me? Yeah, I'm standing next to Muri and she can hear me like no problem. So yes, even if he's a couple steps away, he can hear me. It wasn't like it was quiet enough to be like a to myself statement, but loud enough that you'd be like.
So you do hear,
just
young
feel like-
Kelsey.
Remark that I have a guy who could make those.
You have a t-shirt guy?
Yeah.
Okay. When we're in the city.
Yeah,
we'll
man.
talk.
I made them for my friend like 2 days ago.
Okay. We'll go see your t-shirt guy.
I
Cool.
knew it was a good idea to invite them into the group. I gotta say, I knew.
We're gonna brand now, guys.
They have a shirt guy.
We already have a shirt guy.
It's all coming. It's all coming together.
We already have a shirt guy.
All
We have an
it's all
anti-curse
No one's
gal.
trying to make,
We have a weapons
customized items for our
manufacturer.
party.
We're working. We got a team.
All right, so you guys walk through the town hall entrance,
Yes, we sure
And-
do.
and looking inside. First off, as normal, you see the mayor's daughter, Vandabella, at the main front desk, and looking past that to the main section where the long meeting table tends to be, and research section up there. You guys can see Mayor Zorgelton does seem to be at the table with Jeremiah Cladora and Sergeant Aki. Seem to be
Mr.
having some like,
Clinders is here.
early morning discussions, and Muri walks you all over. They regard, Muri. Oh, well, you're not the last. So, what's taking Non and Broderick so long? Sergeant Aki says that. And Muri's like, oh, I'm sure they'll join us soon.
Broderick's
But
probably busy as hell.
the Misfit Warriors said they needed to meet up with you. And Sergeant Aki is like, oh, yes, I've gotten what you requested. Nock. And he pulls it out across and puts it across the table over to you.
Racket will stand
here.
next to Nock and also kind of look over these documents, even though I'm dumber than you.
He puts the sealed actual letter over to the Queen with the written request in there, and here's the copy next to it, and a copy of the Treaty of Chicanery as well. And so, real quick, go over it. So the requests, Sergeant Aki, he says this is more of a request letter to kind of. I know what works on the Queen when it comes. Flattery typically does. So, tell me if you're not comfortable with how I wrote, but kind of talked her up a little bit in your words.
What if the queen isn't reachable?
Yeah, how do we plan to...
Well, this is going to the
that
general in charge.
Well, we will try our best to get to the queen.
Hopefully with what you all are doing with the starfall and the spell can resolve it enough to maybe allow some sort of rescue of the queen, but the request does have to go to the queen for any renegotiation of the Treaty of Chicanery.
Yeah, I know that part. I'm just more the... Okay. We will see what happens when we get to the city. I guess we all don't know until we get there.
Well, yeah. We'll make it happen, though.
And Nock, looking at the duplicate letter so you can familiarize yourself with the letter you're going to be using to speak on behalf of your tribe, says, My wonderful and astounding Queen Kitteris. My name is Nock.
Do you mind if I look over that, since I've talked to patrons before? Could I maybe...
We can look at them later, don't worry. We'll all look at these eventually.
Yeah, Nock, are you gonna...
I just want to make sure.
So actually, this is up to you, Nock. Are you reading it immediately, or are you just taking it to tuck away?
Oh, I'm definitely reading it right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
You reading it out loud or to yourself?
No, to myself.
Okay. So, my name is Nock Tavora of the Blessed Feet Tribe, and I come at the request of the Blessed Feet Tribe's current chieftain, Ersatz. The Blessed Feet is being invaded by the vampires of the decaying Vein Forest, and word from both Nari's Grove and the Southeast Lumberyard of more wild monster races invading their land has also reached my ears. Our tribe fears the worst for both our survival and the survival of the Xystalian kingdom if nothing is to be done. Because of this threat that has the potential to create a tragedy as massive as the blood-burnt battle, Chieftain Ersatz has sent me as an ambassador for the tribe to issue a request to meet with you, my beautiful lady. He would like to meet with you to renegotiate the terms of the Treaty of Chicanery, signed by yourself and our founding chieftain, Chieftain Rydell, back on day 299 of the year 189 TR. Per the treaty, you may choose the location of the meeting, so if you agree to the renegotiations, I will relay this information back to Chieftain Ersatz. Our tribe and the Xystalian kingdom have had a peaceful 2,000-year partnership, that we hope these trying times will strengthen this relationship between us. Well, what do you think?
You did a pretty good job. I'm
you
gonna
have to be very
work on
official.
Not flinching.
You have to be very official with the details and flattery with her.
I tap Nock on the shoulders. You got this.
I'm very flattering.
Well, and if I have a suggestion, per the treaty, the terms of the Treaty of Chicanery, the one who's being asked to renegotiate is the one who gets to choose the location of the meeting. So it is entirely up to the Queen. But I would suggest the Kago Treetops as the neutral grounds. And Nock, you would know that as one of the southernmost sections of the Xystalian kingdom, where they live in little tree homes above the level of the ground, and that is where a lot of the apples and fruits and other things like that are grown for
you see it on the map. Let me scroll away. Let me go away.
It's the bottom left-hand corner. You can see the top of those trees at the bottom of the map on Conlin's screen. Thank you, Conlin.
Nice.
I'm only on the floor a little bit.
And would you like me to? It's one quick page. Do you want me to go through the Treaty of Chicanery as well?
Which
I'll send these documents to you later.
Yeah,
but
I would love to know what it says.
The Treaty of Chicanery was written a very long time ago, so it was very brief to the point and what they needed to establish between the tribe and Xysta. But the Treaty of Chicanery between the Xystalian Kingdom and the Blessed Feet Tribe, negotiated and agreed upon by King Xiphos Telerian and Queen Kitteris Telerian, and Chieftain Rydell Blessed Feet, and the monk. Signed on day 299 of 189 TR. And then their signatures are all below, including the monks.
Oh.
The treaty says, this treaty officially establishes the Blessed Feet tribe and its surrounding area as part of the Xystalian kingdom. The terms of the treaty are as follows. The Blessed Feet tribe and its surrounding areas join the Xystalian kingdom, and all land claimed by the Blessed Feet tribe will also be within the borders of the Xystalian kingdom. The Blessed Feet tribe's eastern border runs alongside the Kaldurath River, from the southeast corner where the river splits to the bend of the Blessed Feet. The western border is the western shore of the split in the Blessed River, down to Warriors Rest, up to the northernmost cliffside above the entrance to the tomb. From this northern point, the borders continue to the east as a straight line to connect with the northeastern border. The king and queen's land begins immediately beyond these borders. The Stallion forces are not allowed to enter the Blessed Feet tribe's territories without a signed request from the king or queen, as well as permission by the Blessed Feet tribe's current chieftain. The Blessed Feet tribe and the Xystalian kingdom reserve the right to assist or abstain from any conflict the other is involved in at their leader's discretion. Open and fair trade is established between the tribe and the city. Supplies, including weapons, medicinal herbs, food, etc., that the Blessed Feet tribe send to the Xystalian kingdom will be considered their taxes paid to the Xystalian kingdom. Amount and frequency will be determined by supply and demand of the current time and must be agreed upon between the king and queen and the current chieftain. The Blessed Feet tribe will solely defend the grounds known as Warriors Rest, and no Xystalian forces will be allowed on those sacred grounds without permission by the current chieftain of the Blessed Feet tribe. If either side would like to renegotiate these terms, the renegotiation will occur in an area suggested by the one asked to negotiate, but agreed upon by both parties. And that is the treaty that binds the Xystalian kingdom and the Blessed Feet, and has for the past almost 2,000 years, or actually a little over 2,000 years. Yeah. These are the terms that they signed so long ago. I'm not sure which ones your chieftain is willing to renegotiate, but if it's as dire as needed, I kind of agree.
Yeah.
We've worked together as one for 2 millennia, but staying separate. Maybe it's time we all have a different agreement.
I mean, I agree. I think we need the help and the protection and retain the right to be who we are.
I'm sure the Queen will be able to work with those terms.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
If she's as beautiful and lovely as you say, I'm sure she will.
I have to admit, somehow she has maintained herself for this over 2,000 years.
Mm.
Not sure how, or I'm not sure how, but she is quite beautiful for her age.
You know, the monk is still around. He's looking pretty good for his age, too.
How much do I know about the Queen of Xysta?
Quite a lot. You've lived there your whole life. Do you have any particular questions?
Like, have I ever looked into how she has lived for so long?
Roll a history check.
14. Roll great on that
14.
one. 14.
So there isn't any official news. The what is said to the people and told to the children and things like that as the common answer is that she was blessed this immortality by saving Xysta City.
Okay.
Before Xysta City floated, she went on a journey to the Purity to find some way in order to save the city from the terrors of the sea that it floated upon. The city used to be the city that floats before it became the city that floats. And she came back with a power source that raised the city into the sky and suspended it.
Huh.
And the given news is that it was the gods that gave her this immortality, but there are questions in unofficial chapters in groups of if it was something to do with this power source that she acquired.
Very interesting. Okay.
And as you guys talk about that real quick and ends, I know you guys hear from the back room at this point. What you're all doing sounds really important. I would love to make a painting of it.
What?
I agree. You should absolutely make a painting of it. That's amazing.
You're not involved in this, prisoner?
Oh, sorry. Whoops. Sorry.
I can't help but overhear. You guys are talking awfully loud, and there's not a lot of people around. So, can I speak to the one who you all are speaking to? I want to plead my case.
I'm okay.
And
with
Sergeant
it if
Aki kind of
you
looks
are.
over and be like, "You don't need to humor it. This is someone who was found out in the woods.
But what?
Right outside Ladris, same corner that you had sent our soldiers out to."
Then I would like to speak to them.
Be careful. They seem to be utilizing some sort of magic that is, according to the guards, they seemed very, very suspicious. So we were going to question them after the meeting, figure out what to do with them. And Sergeant Aki kind of walks you over towards the back room. As you all walk back with Sergeant Aki to the back room, you guys pass by Researcher Change, who's still up at the top where bracket you can see she has started to disassemble a good quarter of the sniper rifle. And you guys see, starting from the magazine and then the barrel, Change seems to be utilizing some sort of magic to split apart the sniper rifle piece by piece, and while simultaneously kind of copying down, and this is something that catches your eye, Oliver, you see paperwork just lined on a table, and it seems like something's just like magically carving the design into it, like it's trying to almost make a copy to replicate off of.
Fascinating.
And as you guys walk past and go into the back section, you guys can see there is a jail cell back here. It's a very, very long hallway that has about 4 different rows of jail cells, and currently the first one is the only one occupied. Right outside the other side, the jail cell, there seems to be a table that must have some of their equipment. You do see it seems to be like a orange and black studded leather armor, and there seems to be a boomerang that is made out of metal and kind of just sharpened at the corners. And inside the cage, you guys can see a female forest gnome who seems to be wearing a outfit very matching the same colors of the studded leather armor you see on the table. They seem to have shoulder-length, straightened black hair on the left side, with their right side shaved short. They have hazel eyes, small smile that immediately catches you, Nock, as soon as you walk around the corner, kind of like a charismatic look, and slightly pointed ears. She's wearing a orange vest that has black accents and is buttoned all the way up except for the top 2, and a white long sleeve dress shirt underneath that's loose around her arms but tightens up around the cuffs. and you can see this forest gnome who says, "So, hi,
Hi.
Zanazi Silverdusk. Nice to meet you."
That's a mouthful. Hi, I'm Nock.
I'm Oliver.
Reaches through the bars, shakes your hand. Oliver reaches up for you, kind of shakes. Nock, it's for once somebody who's similar size to you. It's not often you see around here, but shakes with you on level and then up to Oliver. Hey, so
Mhm.
I don't know what you guys are doing, but it sounds important. And that's exactly what I've set out on my adventure for.
Oh. Mhm.
I am an artist.
An artist,
And
you
see,
say?
yes. And my main goal, I want to paint the important moments in Tyvor's ultimate creation, especially the unappreciated moments between the raindrops. And things like what you're talking about sound exactly like what could get me masterful artworks that I so hope to make one day. So, I know I'm in jail. It
Mhm.
doesn't look good,
Mhm.
but I was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Okay. Where were
And
you?
in the forest, I've
Hmm.
been making my way down south for a little bit,
Making my way.
and making my way. Um, and I was heading down south and kind of got lost in the woods. But I made a fire. Kind of just trying to figure out how to get out of the woods. And now I
Yeah.
noticed the weirdest thing in the late morning yesterday when I was making breakfast. I saw these like black shadowy creatures that just seemed to like run by really quickly,
Mhm.
and they seemed to be dragging something behind it. Looked like bodies. I took a quick moment to draw it. I I drew it just back with my easel that was left in the woods because these guys arrested me.
Did
He
any
kind
of
of
your
looks at
men pick that
ChatGPT for
up?
a second. I started to be like, no, they did have reports of some sort of object that ran off into the woods.
Oh.
Yeah, that's just easy
Your
right there.
your easel can walk?
Yeah, it's no big deal.
Mhm.
But anyway, if you guys, if somebody could just get easy, then it should have that painting on there to show I'm not lying. I know you said the guards disappeared here. I have nothing to do with it. And yes, I was casting magic. I'm not from here. I didn't know it wasn't allowed. And Sergeant Akey is just
And I
like,
look at the
Oh,
sergeant
I
and
want
ask
to
him a
help
question.
this guy.
"Oh, what'd you say, Brackett?"
I said, can I ask the sergeant a question?
And yes.
May I cast Zone of Truth?
Ooh. Fancy.
All right.
Turns and looks, and Zaniza it just looks and be like, yes, that. You're smart. Good. Hit me.
So I cast Zone of Truth.
All right. Does every it affects an area, so I mean, are you guys all letting it hit, or do you want to try to resist Bracket's
I'll
Zone of Truth?
intentionally fail.
Yeah, I'll go along with it.
I want to insight check. What was their name?
Well, you won't have to insight check if
Well, no,
you'll know if they don't succeed. Or if they succeed, you'll know. That's part of the spell.
I made a check reading. I didn't read every
pretty
single
sure.
part of the spell. That's why I wasn't fully listening. I was reading the spell. I was reading.
I'm
Reading
pretty
your
sure.
spells. Good job.
Well, because like I was like, this is probably sounds like a good idea to use Zone of Truth for. Let me now read it.
For sure.
All right, so
Okay, so I know
Zaniza
whether. Okay.
Yeah.
Zaniza does let herself fall under Zone of Truth. I'm already an open book, but at least this way you guys will believe me.
What about Sergeant Aki?
Conlon, what's your DC?
Yeah.
DC would be 15.
15. Bracket, Sergeant Aki succeeded and resisted Zone of Truth. Muri has failed. But all right, so
Okay.
I mean, ask me a question.
What are your intentions here within the Xystallian Kingdom?
I told you. I graduated from, well, almost graduated from the College of Creation, and I want to see Tyvor's Ultimate Creations and make an art gallery one day.
Are you willing to be in danger?
I mean, I left by myself. Me and Easy, but
I apologize for these being very straight questions, but I need to
I've
get to the
got
truth.
a question. Have you harmed anybody in your trip?
I had to kill a couple animals for food. Does that count?
Allowed. I'm fine with that.
We just want honesty.
Then yeah, as of right now, I can't. I don't think I haven't even gotten a fight really since I've left.
Do you
Do you have any intention to harm anybody in the Xystallian Kingdom?
Nope.
I feel
Do
like
you
that
know
should
what
be
Time's
enough
alignment
for the
is?
sergeant.
Dice. History check. Myself. Yeah, everybody knows Time's alignment. That's the story of the heroes who rescued Xylia. Restored time. I would have loved to be back there to paint some of those moments.
Would you like to paint them now?
What do you mean?
Great answer. Would you like to paint them now?
I mean, yeah, if it was possible.
Are you willing to face potential death and danger to save this kingdom?
What's this about saving a kingdom?
Great answer, please.
I mean, to paint some of the most important moments in history, I would probably do or travel anywhere.
And I assume Easy, is that what you said their name was, is not a danger?
No.
Can you tell us a little bit more about them?
I had an accident in school, and I can animate some items, but I accidentally permanently animated my easel, and I don't know how to not have Easy animated. I called him Easy now because
Interesting.
It's
You can
just. I mean, he's kind of constantly.
You can animate anything. You can animate. You can animate anything.
Yeah, for a short period of time. I really shouldn't have been messing with that spell at the same time as drawing on Easy. But I mean, hindsight, I got a constant companion now.
That kind of magic can be tricky.
You know a lot about magic?
You could say that.
Sergeant Aki.
Yes.
Do you have questions for them that would relieve your concerns?
Most of that was pretty straightforward, but I mean, Do you know what happened to those soldiers last night? And Zani says, I mean, I wish I could just show. And you guys hear kind of like the door boom, of the town hall open, and you guys just hear a dum 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 dum. And does anybody poke their head open into the main section?
Yes, I do.
Does it because
Yeah.
he's 100%
Yeah.
aware it's the easel?
Yep.
And you guys just see a easel. Its four legs moving and bending in angles it shouldn't. Just doom 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 doom. And there
This
seems
way.
to be a canvas on the front, and it walks. It brings it right up, and you guys see an immaculate detail to the point where you're like, if they were running fast, how did she draw this?
Mm.
And it shows the trees in clear imagery, and you can see Nock, what you've become accustomed to as the obscure.
Yeah.
3 of them, all holding white blurs with silver markings. It looks very much like soldiers.
So you saw the soldiers die.
Mm.
I saw them get dragged
Certainly.
away. Definitely was not something I wanted to, get mixed up in by myself. Those things were moving way too fast. I barely got it.
Do you at least have an approximate direction they were going?
Yeah, northwest. It was towards the dark shade.
That lines up with the direction they were heading from the promise.
You guys knew about them?
That's part of the reason why Sergeant Aki is slightly uneasy about you. Is you're aware of something that very few others are aware of.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get mixed up in this. And so he's like, no. I mean, it was just a very stressful day yesterday.
He just wants
I can't
answers
blame-
because we lost people.
I can't blame my comrades for seeing you with a magical easel.
Mm.
And
Good easy.
yes, they were just
to
doing
be
their
honest.
job. And he kind of looks back over at it for a second, then just look back and he's like, "May I?" and takes the canvas picture.
That is horrifying.
It's very detailed. Thank you. And Sergeant Aki is gonna open up the door and let Zenise out, and she's like, thank you, and gonna be like, and then climbs up and grabs her armor off the table, puts it back on, and you can see the boomerang puts into a little section of their backpack. All right, Sergeant, he says,
right.
you are free to go. Yes, Brackett.
No,
Or
keep
Conlon?
going. Finish the Sergeant Aki's statement.
You are free to go. Sorry about the mix-up, but yes, while you are in the Zestalian Kingdom, know that magic is only allowed when authorized. So, I'm not sure what can be done about your easel, but as long as it doesn't harm anyone, I can't imagine it being too much of a problem.
I'm going to raise my hand. Or lower my hand.
Insensitive, Conlon.
Thanks, I was just giving stage directions. To them and say, my name is Brackett. I've been sent by Xylia to save this realm.
Like, the goddess?
Yes.
It's a lot, I know.
This is Nock.
Hi.
They've been sent to help me. This is
Looks
Oliver.
over at
He's been dropped in front of us by the gods to assist us. And this is Lamikowski. Apparently someone prayed for his soul to be saved by Xylia. We are the Misfit Warriors. And though I'm not 100% sure what we're supposed to do, The gods wish us to try and do our best to save this realm.
Want to come with?
No pressure.
Roll
No
a
pressure.
persuasion check.
No
Either both or one with advantage.
I think Conlon should roll.
I'm
but
gonna
I
roll
will
with advantage.
Yeah, you go. You roll with advantage.
That is that's 21. My math was, I can't do math.
21.
21?
I mean, this sounds like exactly what I left college for.
Cool, I flunked out of college too.
Well.
I've got a question for the sergeant.
Yes.
Could we add this artist onto our
Roll.
previously agreed upon agreement?
Sergeant Aki is going to look at Muri. Muri's going to look at Sergeant Aki. And Nock, roll a persuasion check.
All right.
I'm imagining their eyes are like fucking saucers.
Listen, we're into letting people in.
What? Do we know what happened to Callum?
That's
I
a
was about-
19.
Good point. I've been meaning to.
Oh, sorry. Wrong
I didn't
number.
want to lose my line of questioning I had in my head, so I didn't ask.
Sorry, 16.
16.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure we can get Broderick and Naughton to agree once the details are given.
Lovely. I also think I have an idea what they might be taking the soldiers for, if they're keeping them alive.
And then you guys hear the doors to town hall open again. And you can hear the loud voice of Broderick. I'm sorry we're late. Is everyone here? And let's take a quick break here so we can figure out where in the world Callum went.
Yeah, I was wondering that.
I know, because Callum just missed a whole character intro. I just asked in our group chat, "Where are you, beautiful boy?"
Well, we'll be right back in a
We'll be
few
right
minutes.
back.
Let's figure out where our friend went.
Us, they can hear us. I like how it's like 10:30 and we're still going, but fuck bitches, get money.
It's important.
I mean, yeah, we got a little bit more time. Perfect. Well, hey, welcome back. So hopping right back into it. Well, before we do that, Callum is very tired because being an adult is exhausting. So they went to bed, and we love them and hope they feel better in the morning. But we're gonna continue on, and I will kind of all collectively Yamakowski it. But where we left off, you guys heard Broderick exclaim as he walked in that sorry that they're late, and you guys all walk back into the section with your newfound ally Zaniza, and Broderick, as soon as walks out, be like, "Well, what is she doing out of her cage?" and kind of walks up a little bit.
Cage.
And Sergeant Aki's just like, hey, she has been cleared of charges. A little bit more has happened since you've been away, Broderick. And he's gonna be like, she was found over where the soldiers were going. And then Sergeant Aki holds up the painting and be like, seems like they actually were she was actually able to get us the closure on what happened to those soldiers. And he comes over and takes the painting and be like, just looking at it, and Zani just speaking up. It's really good, right? I mean, sorry what happened, but good, right? And he's just gonna look at it and be like, well, you still were seen using magic, and she's gonna be like, that's just easy, and points over there at her easel, and she says, it's harmless. And then he's gonna look over and be like, Sergeant Aki, you're okay with this? And he's gonna be like, she was strangely enough convincing, and I think we have a lot of other things on our hand right now, Broderick. Muri speaks up. Muri would just speak up and say one last thing. It's like, yes, I believe that we have a little bit more pressing matters, and the Misfits brought up some more information as well.
As well as General, she'll be joining the Misfits with us. We'll keep an eye on her.
Is this like an all-access pass to whoever you guys become friends with? Like,
No,
there's a limit. You can't just keep adding people to your group.
we agree.
Yeah.
That
We
is
think she'll be
a
useful.
decision to make, though.
If she can paint like that, means we can make sure we actually keep details that we need.
And she said she can handle herself, so.
Bracket, roll a persuasion check.
That's a 18, I believe. I don't have my character sheet up. Give me 1 sec. That's an 18.
Bob! Broderick's just gonna...
I only can roll on
That
skill
would be
check.
like
I can't
that.
roll in combat.
Don puts his hand on Broderick's shoulder and be like, please, just... I'm okay with this too. Just let's focus on defending. And Broderick seems to be like, one less problem to worry about. Just and looks at you, Nock, for saying, you watch her, okay? We don't know much about her yet.
Yes,
She's
sir.
like,
I think I can handle her.
I'm an
Yes,
open
sir.
book. Just ask whatever. It's like, another time. Anyway, you have more information, Muri says.
Well, I have an idea of what the Obscure would possibly want with those soldiers, if you'd like to hear it.
Non walks forward and takes his seat at the front of the desk and be like, yes, anything to help. What do you have?
Well, if they're keeping them alive, it's only going to be for one reason, and that's to make more vampires.
You think that these creatures, it's obscure, they're aligning with those from the decaying vein?
Of course.
The vampires came and tried to release them. Even if they
They're
aren't directly
linked.
even if they're even
They are.
slightly indirectly linked, that means that they're working in some kind together, or the vampires have decided that the Obscure are useful to their needs against us.
How would
And
they gain
They
the
both
ability
ran
to
in the
tame?
same direction.
How would the vampires acquire the ability to tame elementals?
Maybe they're not. Maybe it's the other way around.
Broder kind of like just ruffles his fur for a second, be like, we have enough problems. We don't need the enemies allying with themselves.
General, that's what's going to happen. We're reaching a time of great danger for our entire kingdom.
Yes, which makes it all the more important you all succeed in your task. Well, how did everything go? Did you learn the information you needed?
Yes, sir. We found that there are, was it 4 locations? That's me asking
I
the
think
group.
so, yeah.
4 locations that the
I
starfall
believe so,
will
yeah.
come. A couple of them are nearby enough where we can send people. I think one of them is on our way to the city, and a couple others, if we send soldiers to collect, we might be able to gather enough to help save the city.
Vicky, do you have have it written down?
I've got
Da, 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 da.
I've got east from where the rivers split with the Forgotten Hills.
Mm-hmm.
And
The
then
one
I've
that you guys
got-
are going for.
There's the one in Warriors Rest, the
Mhm.
mountains to the side of Xysta, and then some more scattered up north.
Okay. Warriors Rest. That's over near your people, Nock, correct?
Yep, I already sent word to them.
Good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Nana's like, the mountains east of Xysta. I'm not sure if anybody from the city will be able to reach there in these times, but I think it was definitely good. Yes, I'll get in contact with your chieftain as well, Nock, and
Mhm.
if they do acquire any, definitely might help with if there is use in it for the spell you guys are all doing, maybe maintaining it. Maybe that can help out with the negotiations as well.
Do I know if Faeror is up in those mountains, or did she go to different mountains?
Faeror, Kinray, and Kenra headed to the northern portion of the Shade Shower Woods to help fend off some giants that were being seen down in the area and do a little bit of more recon on that. So, not over the mountains, but northern.
I think I just connected giants to mountains for some reason. I think because
Yep.
they're both big.
Hey, that's fair.
Yeah. Okay, continue.
All right. So, all right. Well, thank you for this information. Now, before you go, Nock, you did ask for further compensation. We went through our budget, and we do believe for what you have done so far for Xysta, and what it seems like you are going to be doing more and more in the future, we've allocated about 150 platinum pieces for you all.
Oliver's eyes will just go wide.
1,500 gold.
That seems pretty fair.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Thank
I would
you.
say that's fair.
Yes, and all of the merchants, because of your efforts to collect them, we've all signed deals with them last night. So you should be able to receive even more discounts than before when visiting the shops now.
Thank you.
Use it with them. Save it up for Xysta. It's yours. Just thank you for what you've done, and well, let's hope you succeed at your mission.
I hope so too. Before we head out, I know she's new. I know we're just learning to trust her, but for her to hold her own out there with us, I think it would be good if she was included in our magic use.
Everybody's gonna just like go silent and slowly turn towards Broderick. And then
You also can drop Jinrash from our magic use. Because he is no longer traveling with us. He has had to go back to the Thalthes as they are currently facing troubles of their own.
Jeremiah speaks of it like, I mean, it's 1 for 1, Broderick. I mean, what's the harm? He's like, very well. You're lucky, little one. You found just the right people to set you free. She's gonna be like, luck's kind of been a little bit of my thing. And he's gonna be like, very well. Well, if you all can excuse us then, Non speaks up. We have fortified a little bit, as you have seen. We're currently putting other plans in place to further get everything all situated. And Broderick has plans, I'm sure. I don't know if he mentioned to you yet, but we're probably going to send a search party out to the Plain Spring. See if there's anything we can glean from there as well, where you all were.
Do I recall, did we spend any time to actually like investigate the area, or did we just leave?
Hey, you investigated the area. You were blasted by the water when you tried to investigate the stump.
I'll warn them about that.
Be like, yes, we'll be very careful messing with magic to that degree. We'll be careful.
Good.
All right. And as you guys walk out towards the door, Jeremiah kind of just grabs your attention for a second. Nock, before you go, and he kind of pulls you to the side for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I just couldn't happen but notice Kyron's missing. I mean, I thought it was strange not to see her this morning. Maybe she was on a walk, but missing now leads me to believe something has changed or happened. Is she okay?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry that I have to be the one to give you this information. Kyron is gone. She went up north to look for her mother. She and Naresh are traveling together. You don't have anything to worry about there, at least.
Good. Okay. I was wondering if it was something I did or said. I thought we had a lovely night.
She said she had a great time. So I don't think there were any complaints in that regard.
Well, maybe I'll write her a letter then.
You know what? I think she'd really like that.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I
just don't come
thought
off
it was
too
something
strong.
I just. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
play
you.
Cool. You got it.
Cool's my middle name.
Uh-huh. Don't include that in the letter.
And he's gonna thank you and walk back over to the table.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys leave the town hall now. Money in your hand, letter, speech, and copy of the treaty acquired. What do you guys do?
How are we gonna split this? How are we gonna split up 1,500 gold?
We should hold on. Just one of us should hold on to it for now, because this is for expenses of the party.
Yeah.
For us to travel, equipment and gear we need, storing our horses when we get to Xysta.
Yeah.
Agreed.
We have no clue what we're going to need when we get to Xysta to barter with people for information. We should minimize spending it besides getting gear here and paying off any debts we might have to some of the shopkeepers, and we should just get going.
Okay. Do we have any debts? I don't think so.
Did we have to pay off the rest of one of the items that Naresh put out?
Well, I mean, that's if I want to take it, but she said she'd keep it on hold for
Do you
for
want
me.
the weapon?
I mean, like, yeah.
Then we'll pay for it.
It's a lot of money. That's like half our gold.
And
I mean, I know I'm new here, so I don't expect much from it. But I mean, you kind of dominated in there, so I would say, I mean, if there's a cool weapon, I mean, you seem like pretty much the leader here, huh?
Oh, okay. That's an
literally
interesting...
chuckles. Like,
that's an interesting perspective.
don't cause them to have a panic attack, please.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're fine. You're cool. I like your art.
Thank you. I have more in my pack. I can show you later.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'd like to see that as well. I'd like to think I can recognize raw talent when I can see it.
Based on Yamakowski's conversations that we had earlier, he said his friends have money that will be able to help us.
Oh.
So
that's right. Yes.
I think we'll be fine if we need money once we're in the city.
Okay. Well, maybe let's just go ask and see how much the balance is, and we can make a decision.
Also, didn't they say we're gonna get discounts?
Yeah, and I could always contribute some. I do want to save up still for some, for a harness for Vane if possible, but I don't want to take up too much.
And Non actually comes out of the town hall real quick. Oh, glad you all haven't left off. I forgot to say. Hey, so I sent Urem and Ilgin to the stables earlier to help the soldiers load your cart with some barrel of clean drinking water and a few great crates of supplies, such as a week's worth of rations for you all as well.
Perfect. Thank you.
Your alarm torches should also be in that package as well, too. The ones you specially requested.
Thank you so much.
Also, a washboard for you all, Ladrisian horn, and some new set of sleeping sleeping bags for you all. Rope, miscellaneous supplies, anything you guys will need.
So
This is non, right?
Non, yes.
Does this mean, Non, that we are essentially officially working for the kingdom?
I would say at this point, yes. Not official Neology Care soldiers, but allied with the Zestalian kingdom.
Yeah.
It's good to have strong
Independent
allies.
contractors, you know?
And in these independent contractors, I have the utmost confidence you all will succeed. As I said in there, and he looks at Oliver, Yamakowski, and Zaniza, and Brackett and Nock. The individuals that seem to fall under the title of Misfit Warriors have proven themselves time and time again. They seem to be just who we need on our side, out there and within this town. We'll see you together again soon. Just take care of those young boys, okay?
We'll try our best.
Thanks, Non.
Shakes
Yep.
your hand.
Yeah, we all shake. I feel like we all shake his hand strongly.
I pull Non into like a little bit of a hug.
Oh.
Just-
And kind of like the awkward, like, old
Yeah.
man who doesn't give too many hugs, kind of like pat on
Yeah.
your back a little bit.
Thanks.
Well, I must be going. Good luck.
We understand. We'll see you next time we're back in the town.
I think I made him a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, he didn't look like he was like all about that hug, but I mean, also appreciative, I guess.
Yeah. Sometimes you just need to know that your work has been appreciated.
I mean, I can definitely appreciate the fact that you guys got me out of there. Like I was in a real pickle.
Yeah, you're gonna have to not cause pickles. That's the thing. But I like you. I like your vibe. And I like your
Thanks.
easel.
Yeah, easy,
Even
pretty
if
cool, and
Even if it's a little, just a tad creepy.
it kind of like
Why is Easy creepy?
kind of steps
He's
right
adorable.
behind you, Oliver.
Jesus Christ.
See, that's why I like him.
Yeah. So easy, and you can call me Zani. It's a little easier to say than Zaniza, but
You got it,
Yeah.
Zani.
all right.
I
And
like
you
your
guys,
suit.
Oh, thanks. I made my armor match my outfit, so I could still be good for
Nice.
display. Whenever I'm drawing my art, I want to have a certain appearance. So all right, and so you guys end up traveling to merchants. Where do you go? So a quicker shopping. So we'll have small interactions, but
Yeah.
you guys can go to Fens, obviously for
Yes.
potions.
Yes.
You have Trell, who has magical modifications and certain magical items and stuff like that. And then Maka, who has a couple magical weapons that they've created or abilities and things like that.
I think Maka's the one who had the bow
Yes.
we were talking about. So
we'll
I
go
think
there
maybe
first.
stopping in there first to get
Mhm.
an idea of how much that costs.
Yep, I concur. As the not leader of the group.
I'm
hello,
gonna punch you in the arm. I'm punching you a lot today.
Wait, are we
I don't want to do it
co-presidents?
this much.
And as you guys make it over to Maka's, in a typical video game fashion, you guys walk in and they're just like over the counter. Hello, no, but Maka answers, "Hey, what can I do you all for?" And you guys ask, the healer's longbow, with the total cost, without any of the money down that Callum has put, not before anything with Muri's pendant. The total has gone down to 800 gold pieces. With Muri's pendant is 10% off to 720, and Callum has put down, or Naresh has put down 200 gold pieces for it. So you would need to fit the remaining balance of 520 gold pieces.
Okay, and that's including the Niachi care discount
Yes.
as well.
The original,
Okay.
price was about, I think, $1,200
Over
or
1,000.
1,200
Yeah.
gold
Sure.
pieces or something like
Yeah,
that.
because I
So
thought we
now
owed
it's
800 or
800.
something like that.
Yeah.
So it's 800 to 720 with your pendant, and then $200 already paid down. So
Okay, so 520.
Sounds good.
Are you sure? Can I
Do it.
hear what it does again? Before we
Uh,
make that kind of purchase.
yes. So this is a longbow that I have been able to harness some magical healing capabilities into. You can see on the actual bow itself, you can see these little jars I have on there. It shows how many times you can use its ability left. You can shoot somebody, and if you use one of the charges, on top of taking the damage from getting hit with the arrow, they are able to heal a certain amount as well too. So minimal damage, maximum healing.
Mm.
So in regards to it,
I-
you shoot someone, they take a normal arrow damage, and then you can roll 3d10, and they heal
Ooh.
that plus your I believe it's the wisdom modifier on top of that. So
That's pretty good. Could could Nock inspect it? Give it a little test.
yeah,
See how
you
it
can bring it
feels?
out, bring it outside. Mako will let you
Yeah.
like knock an arrow real quick in it
Mm,
and aim it, take a shot. Roll to hit on a tree in the distance.
okay.
You're gonna hit it, but just to see how great you hit it.
I want to know just how good I hit this tree. Longbows plus 10. 18.
18. And it arrow kind of splits hard into the tree and right on mark where you intended. It is also a +1 longbow
Oh, so
for the
19.
weapon as well too. So 19. Once you're tuned to it from there, so
Right.
still 18 for right now.
Yeah.
But well,
Hmm,
do you like?
I do. Are you sure, Brackett?
Yes.
Okay.
If
I've
was a
never-
+3.
Plus it's 3d10 for healing.
Oh yeah.
And then it's a +1 longbow.
Plus long. That's worth it.
That
100%.
is neat.
So that's
Mhm.
+1 to hit and +1 damage too, right?
Yep.
Nice.
That's
Nice.
pretty cool.
And that'll be 3d10 plus your wisdom mod and +1 because it's a +1 weapon for what it'll heal people.
Nice. Cool. That's pretty
Well,
good.
all right, so you guys give over the 520 gold pieces.
Yeah. Who's keeping track of this?
So
Probably
Well, you're our leader.
I'm the note taker, so
Yeah, you're the note taker. I'm just being a jerk at this point.
Okay, so it's 1,500.
I'm making a slight at a character that
520.
can't hear me.
So we're at 980 party gold.
Yamakowski also, I feel, comes would be like, I got everything I need. Hey, you guys use this to power up like yourselves. As he seems to be pretty giving overall, I feel Callum would do that. That would be his 2 cents for this money.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
So you guys should have about 980 gold pieces left.
Yeah. At least in our
What-
party funds, any money that you have on your own, you can also use
Yeah.
if you feel like.
Maka will also let you know there's a new animatronic that I have made. It's a little device called the Roma, and it's 5 gold pieces. It's a wind-up animatronic that you can, wind it up, and then it'll move forward for exactly a minute, making a little bit of noise as it moves forward. 5 gold pieces.
So is it good for like distractions?
Yes.
It can definitely get people to focus in on its direction. It makes some loud noise while it's walking over, so it can definitely be used as a diversion.
Definitely useful.
Sick.
Very cool.
We'll buy one. Does he only have one?
I have 2 currently made.
I'll buy one with my money. Let me go to my character sheet again. Yeah, I'll buy one. How much you said? 5 gold?
Yes.
5 gold.
I'll buy one.
Cool. All right.
I probably will then hand it to Oliver. I'm like, you are stealthier than me.
Oh, okay.
I'm the other distraction.
I will try and make use of it.
Who is actually the stealthiest? I think it might be me.
You are the stealthiest.
100%. I'm gonna give this to Nock.
Okay.
Well, no, I thought we were gonna buy both of them. You know?
Oh, sure. I'll buy the other one.
Because then we have the ability,
Already
say if
done.
one gets destroyed, we're like, instead of being fucked,
9.
we at least have 2 of them.
Okay. All right.
That was my
I'll
thought.
purchase the
I was
other.
just using
That's
my
fine.
money because
So those are little
I-
automatons, like tiny,
have you made them in,
Wind up animatronics.
have you put them in
2
D&D Beyond yet?
tiny.
No, you just honestly just new custom item roamer. That's what I call it.
Okay.
I will add that to the list of things I need to add to DPI.
That list never stops growing.
I create the stuff and then I'm just like, cool, I got to keep doing that. I'm like, fuck, I didn't put it in D&D Beyond for that. So
Does she have anything else interesting, or is that about it?
I'm a little bit cleaned out now. I still have some of those aroma treats and I still have the Jagga.
Oh. The aroma treats they befriend animals, right?
A local animal will be drawn in by the scent, and then feeding it to it is basically like casting animal friendship on that animal.
I think Nock's whole beast friendship thing basically does that for free. So
Yeah,
don't
you don't
feel
really
like we
need that. It's basically for
necessarily.
non-ranger
Yeah.
and druids, basically.
I have a ranger. I don't need it.
Yeah.
All right. So where do you
Me
guys
and
go
Nock will be
now?
never more than like 150 feet away from each other.
So Fens is the potion
Yes.
shop. We should
There.
probably hop in there.
And Fen is right next door
Yeah.
to Moffitt, so.
Makes sense.
Oh, hey everyone, what can I do for you today?
Hey Fen, what you got?
So Fen has right now. You guys are gonna get fucking loaded up on your inventory.
Yep.
He is selling. Currently, he has 6 potions of healing,
Mhm.
each going for 20 gold pieces discounted.
Oh. Shit. Yeah. Let's just buy all.
Yeah.
I feel like.
So he has
Are they just standard?
6
Okay.
standard, and then he has 4 potions of greater healing,
Oh.
going for 100 gold pieces per. He has about 6 potions of first level spell recovery for 30 gold pieces.
Ooh.
And
30.
30 a piece?
For 30 gold pieces apiece. And then has 2 potions of second level spell recovery for 115 gold pieces apiece.
Ooh.
Also has 1 potion of water breathing for 80 gold pieces, a potion of animal friendship for 80 gold pieces, and oil of slipperiness for 100 gold pieces.
I will take
plant
2.
oil.
Huh. What?
Can we? Okay, I know we're on stream and we should make the decision on stream. Can we make this decision when we have Callum and know how much money he has on his inventory? Just because
Yes.
I know Callum has a bunch of money from the heist. No, he doesn't.
So-
No, he gave it to Rain. God
no,
damn you,
he gave
moron!
it all away.
Well,
Yeah,
if
he
you
gave all
guys
his
want
money
to,
away.
honestly, just hey, we allocate time going to Fens. We allocate time going to Trells. You guys have 980 gold pieces left. Outside of game,
Yeah.
we will chat. I will post the inventory and the amounts, and then you guys figure out what you want. And at the beginning of next session, we'll, for the stream, say, hey, what we decide to allocate that money towards.
I think that's our
Sounds
best
pretty
choice for
good, yeah.
that, just because we need to just. No matter what,
Yeah.
to the people watching the stream now, if you're still there, we 100% buy a decent amount of healing potions, and
Oh,
I
for
guarantee Andrew buys at least 1 spell.
Yeah.
How much money?
Yes.
Because how much money do you have?
110
Personally.
gold.
Yeah, so you're buying. I'll spot you for 1 second level if you want.
Okay. Cool.
Cool. So we'll figure out all.
You'll figure out the math out of the game.
I mean, if you want to do that in that one in current game, Conlon, if you give 5 gold pieces to his 110, he has enough to buy 1 second level spell recovery.
Yeah, I'm making sure my wizard got a 2nd level spell recovery.
Cool. So you take off 5 gold, Oliver. You take off 110 gold pieces. You broke bastard, and then just add a custom item, 2nd level potion of spell recovery. It's exactly what it sounds like. It restores the 2nd level.
Colin's at least smart enough to know his wizard needs to have some spell recovery.
It's 115 gold pieces, and bracket spotted you 5 gold.
Unless you want me to spot you more.
So, potion of spell recovery.
How much is this 1st level?
2nd level. 1st level is 30 gold
30
pieces,
gold for
and
first
2nd is
level.
115.
So I will spot you 35. So we get 1 spell, 1st level, and a 2nd level.
Got that, Andrew?
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry, I was trying to find it in D&D Beyond and I can't.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Yeah,
wait, what does it do again?
You have 1 potion of 1st level spell recovery and 1 potion of 2nd level spell recovery.
Cool. Okay.
Cool. All right,
no
and then
gold.
you guys go over to Trell. Hello, yes, and what can I do for you? And you guys figure out what you want to do right there. And after the shopping episode, we do off stream basically. Anywhere else you want to go before the stables?
I want to say goodbye to the lady who runs the inn that we stay at all the time.
Yeah, I was thinking
she's
that
taken
too.
care of us so much, and she deserves us to say goodbye to her.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for all your pictures. Come back whenever you want. I'll hopefully be able to have a moment to talk. Yes. Thank you also for the other night, Bracket. It was very nice having someone to talk to that late.
Oh.
Always for a friend.
All right. Anywhere else?
I think that's it. Besides going to go get pick up our cart and stuff. No.
All right.
I don't think there's anybody.
So you guys end up going up to the stables, and over there you can find actually your cart pulled up and stationed near the entrance from there, and you can see it seems to be fully prepared. Urem and Ilgan seem to be sitting in the driver's seat, and you can see Urem holding the reins, kind of just pretending like there was horses attached to it, like he's driving. And Ilgan seems to be sitting right next to him, kind of like feeding into like, whoa, like it's an older brother, kind of like, pretending with his younger brother for a second. And as soon as...
Can I go? No.
Yeah.
I step up into the cart behind them both and say, are you guys ready to go? Do you have all your stuff?
Roll a stealth check.
Okay. At disadvantage.
See, I was thinking the exact opposite of making horse noises.
You can make horse noises, Nock. I will not tell you no. We are a team of morons.
Nock, do a performance check, and if it's good enough to distract, you'll take away the disadvantage Bracket has.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah.
My dice have rolled. I'm waiting.
That's...
No matter what, they probably hear me. I didn't roll very high.
Uh-oh, I rolled real bad. 3.
Okay, so that is...
My horse impression is terrible.
An 8.
8? Urem just looks and be like, what are you... And then just sees you like, oh, hey guys.
Hi.
I still say this as I step up. I still say the same sentence. You guys ready to go?
Yeah, we got everything packed up. Non helped us pack up last night and get everything ready. And Ilgan's like, yeah, we got everything. And he kind of pulls out a dagger, and he has like a tiny shield. He's just like, we're ready to defend ourselves.
Oh boy, you won't have to.
And you can see Urem, he pulls out a short sword and a little bit bigger of a shield. Don't worry about me. I have a little bit of practice, but you need some work.
Unless we are all dead, you do not join the fight. Understood?
And even then, drag us somewhere. Drag our dead asses somewhere.
And yeah, Urem's just like, yeah, but if you're in trouble, Nock, I gotta defend my friend.
Okay. But then also run away.
Zani's like, I didn't know there was kids we had along for the journey too.
Yep, part of our
Yeah,
assignment
these little
is bringing
knuckleheads
these.
gotta get to Xysta.
Yeah, we have to make sure they're safe.
Oh, you're so cute. You know, don't worry. Hi, I'm Zani. And Zani's, honestly, Yurem is just over the height of actually no, Yurem is probably a good half a foot taller than Zani.
Yeah, because he's like 14,
he's,
right?
Yeah. So he's still got like good like half a foot to a foot over Zani and Nock. So
Nock
It
is
must be-
3'4". Unless
yes,
Yurem is
yes.
tiny.
Which
Yes,
he
no,
isn't
so-
because the character he becomes is 6 foot tall.
He's probably about 5 feet tall by now.
yeah, so
If
okay.
not taller.
So a little
Not
bit
more.
of distance over.
Yeah.
And Zani's like, I'm Zani. Don't worry. I can also protect you too. Pretty
I'm gonna
cool.
hop
This
down
is-
and be like, hey Zani, can I talk to you for a sec?
Sure. Easy, go introduce yourself. And he and Zani goes over with Bracket and the easel just kind of and Ilgin's just like, whoa! Oh.
Yeah.
All right,
That's pretty
Bracket.
cool, huh?
I'm gonna
Yeah, what's up, Bracket?
I'm gonna walk Zani to the back of the cart, a little bit away, like close to like the edge of the stables. We're a couple feet away, and be like, "There is going to be. You need to keep this secret. There is going to be a stowaway with us. Do not make. If you see them, do not make anything about it. It's necessary for what we must do."
Roll a persuasion check.
It is Xyla's wish. So that's a natural 20.
Unnatural?
Yes.
Okay, I thought you said natural for a second. I was like, oh.
No, because that'd
And
be.
Xyla's
I
like,
wish.
Yeah, I can definitely keep a secret. You know who the stowaway is?
Yes, I do. It is okay that they're going with us. They will be safe.
Adult? Another kid?
It is another kid. It is a friend of Yurem's. They are
Gotcha.
incredibly close and do not wish to be apart from each other. It's important that they come with us. It is important, like fate of the world important.
Okay, I gotcha. Cool. Keep the
Thanks.
kids safe. You can count on me.
Good shit. I give them a fist bump. Their little fist.
Oh,
And then
Cool.
Bracket was like barfing all over the place. He looked so stupid. It was crazy.
you threw up, Bracket? Come
Yeah.
on.
When did this
really?
happen?
You couldn't hold.
Weak
you could-
stomach, this guy, and I'm punching him.
God, I'm gonna get roasted every day the rest of my existence.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh,
And you guys hop on the cart?
I assume the guards get our horses set up.
Yep. Everything's set up. Do you have your horse find steed, or do you have
I
I'm
will
pretty
summon
sure-
my horse. You're right. I will. What did I name him?
Yeah.
a Mel?
A Mel.
A Mel, the majestic white, big like floofy furred horse that you
Yeah, he's a
found online
He's a.
one
I
day.
know what he is. He's a Belgian horse. He's a type of horse from Belgium. They're big.
Yeah.
And Vane, who's been flying above, lands on top of the cart. Oh,
I pick up. Oh my god, I forgot the little one's name. Fuck.
Ilgan.
Ilgan.
Ilgan. I pick up Ilgan, which is ironic. I'm like, sorry, I need a seat. And plop him in the back of the cart.
He looks and be like, "Hello, I didn't see you before. We got an owl friend too."
We have lots of
Yeah, she's
friends.
my
Actually, a
girl.
horrifying amount of friends.
And then Wet Hands comes out of Yamakowski. Yep, hey, I'm here too.
He's an apartment complex masquerading as a person. Good luck.
Well, you guys, this is awesome.
There's a reason why Broderick was kind of being an asshole about the people we have.
It's actually
Yeah,
I just
completely
wanted
reasonable
to give him
he's upset.
shit about it, to be honest.
Is he always like that?
Well, he's the
Kinda.
most stressed out person on the planet currently, besides the queen herself.
He was the
I'm
one the
just
guards
saying-
brought me to, and he did not look happy. Like, I could tell he was not having a good day yesterday.
It's not his choice to tell us who is in our group. That's all I'm saying.
And Urem is just like, yeah, he's kind of been a pain since he's been here. I don't like him. He
He's
bullies
going through a
Nana
lot.
around too.
He's very stressed. He's had a couple guards die of all this that's happened. Wait, did I give the toy I found in the house to Urem yet?
Yeah.
I think you gave it to
Ilgan.
Ilgan, yes.
Yes.
Cool. I didn't remember. I just wanted to double check. I remembered I grabbed it, but I didn't remember if I handed it to them or not.
As you hear that, you kind of like look into the cart bracket, and you can see it in the back next to a crate. And in that exact moment, you kind of catch the eye of the golden eye of Hope.
I
Just crouched behind a crate, and then just quickly
give
ducks back further.
right before she gets the chance to duck back, I give her a smile of "it's okay," like the most sincere "it's okay" smile I can.
So she doesn't seem to do quickly. She kind of like stays and looks for a second, then slowly slinks further into a corner.
All right. I guess I take the reins from myself.
Hey, can you teach me how to drive a cart?
Are you
Stare
old enough
into the
to drive a
fucking void
cart?
for a second. Yeah, I can. I've caused a time paradox.
Who taught him how to drive a cart?
Himself.
Hey, and as you guys are driving the cart through Ladris towards the southern border, Nock, you can see as you pass towards the center of town, where you can get a good view of the corner cliffside that Muri's house is on top of, and where you know the hideout of Urem and his friends. Urem kind of just is staring off in that distance, and you kind of just see that like someone like looking at him. You can tell he's kind of thinking about that and like the memories of that place.
Don't worry, you'll come back one day.
Yeah, we said our sessions will resume when we get back to the city.
Maybe your friends
You
will
can
be
do
able to
some
visit you.
one-shots, it's okay.
Maybe your friends will be able to visit you when you're in the city.
Yeah, maybe we'll get more party members too.
There's lots of, from what I've heard, there's lots and lots of kids in the city. They'd be interested to learn your game.
We heard Districts and Dictators was pretty popular in the city. That's they'll always be my party.
Really. Oh.
Well, what'd you say, Vicky?
How could it not, really?
All right, and you guys end up driving the cart, getting over to the southern section, which you notice they're doing the exact same thing they're doing up in the northern section of fortifying this entrance. You can see soldiers grabbing some in groups together, other bigger barbarian soldiers you can see grabbing logs themselves and bringing over some sections, cutting them up to shape them. And then there does seem to be someone who is putting bricks and stuff like that, trying to make almost like an archway entrance in the beginning. And you can see yes, here I can help. And you can see Arik at the front entrance, and there's a soldier that kind of just like cut his hands, and as you guys walk over, you can see him seem to cast a spell and cast cure wounds on this guy's wound as it comes up. The guy says, "Thanks, kid." And he's like, "Yeah, oh hey guys, hey."
I shout, "Stay safe, Yurik. If you ever need anything, send us a letter."
Yeah, I will. I got one from Naresh already. He told me he left you guys.
I stopped the cart immediately. What? How's he doing?
Yeah, he
I feel like we
He let
hear
me-
Hope absolutely eat shit in the back of the coach.
Ow! No, that doesn't actually happen. She holds it in. Hold on.
Roll.
We're playing D&D. Let's see. I mean, what's people's passive perception?
Like
12.
17. No, it's 14.
14, 12.
Oliver?
Oliver, what's your passive perception?
13.
13. All of you guys, as the cart stops, just hear kind of like, help.
Mm.
It kind of blends into the noise for a second, but you did hear like something that was like, what?
Anybody
That
else
was
hear
not
that?
the group who was sitting at the front of the cart.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then
Um,
Arik is just like, yeah, he let me know that him and Kyron had to go off and their task of finding her mother, but he was letting me know he was happy to meet me as well too. And he also said he had a little PS here to you, Nock. Said, tell her thank you because because of them, Kyron has refrained from acidically burning me to death multiple times.
oh,
So
good. Good.
yeah, seems like I don't know what that means exactly, but I mean,
I do.
cool. Well,
Can I hop out of the cart for a second and just go up to Irik?
yeah.
Just like privately. We have to head out of town, but before we do, Tio disappeared
Yeah, I
the
heard.
other morning. If you hear any news about where he is, can you just let us know?
Yeah. I know it's been mentioned around. I mean, not everybody knows him, but it doesn't seem like he's the only one.
Oh,
There's been at least in the past 2 days, there's been like 2 other missing people's reports put up. So
okay.
seems like there are a couple people disappearing.
Yeah. If you find anything out, just keep us
Okay.
updated.
Yeah, I'll send a letter.
Thank you. You're a good kid.
I'm just doing my best. Can you believe I only came down here to, get a part-time job as a guard at a celebration, and now I'm defending a town from invasion.
Eric, I came here to deliver a jar.
I don't know
That's
how I
Still
got
laugh for
here.
a second.
all it was. And now I'm going to Xysta. I live in a forest.
Seems like fate is a really weird thing, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a long way from my treehouse, so I get what you mean.
Well, good luck out there. I hear lots riding on you guys, so I know you can do it.
Good luck here too. It's just as important.
Do what I can. Getting a little bit better.
Keep at it.
All you can do is try.
We can't hear this. We're in the cart still.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Fuck, I'm an idiot.
It's
right.
okay. I realized it when I said
No,
my
you're
comment too.
fine. You're fine.
All right, Nock, you walk back to the car, and Arik says,
Yeah.
all right, guys. Good luck.
Stay golden, kid.
Yeah.
Stay golden, pony boy.
Okay. Really,
Good.
I think you're the pony
Thank-
boy. You're literally.
Thank you. And
Bold. It's okay. You'll see that movie one day.
all right.
What are you saying?
He says made up words all the time.
I know. You're saying a lot of them today. Are you okay?
I'm just me. I'm fine.
All right. And so, everyone, So as you guys move forward, you guys leave. It seems to be around, I'd say, noon-ish after the meeting, after doing your shopping and walking around, getting everything settled, coming back down. So you leave around 11:30 noon in the afternoon.
Nice.
You guys begin your trek down to Xysta City. What do you guys do as you guys are traveling down?
I drive the car and treat myself to drive the car.
Vicky?
Is there enough forest around where we are to continue looking for the Fringe's shadow?
Yeah, for a little bit, honestly, until the second day's travel, forest is going to stay very close to, or the path is going to stay very close to the river, which is right next to the forest. So you can still
Okay,
do
cool.
some midday survival checks.
Yeah, because I've got 2 and a 5th out of 5, so I'd love to finish that up before we're out of the area.
Yeah, so one survival check per hour. So you can do one survival check with Vane helping.
With
So
Vane,
advantage.
advantage.
Freaking
She's
companions.
helpful. She's helpful.
Mm-hmm.
That's really, really good, actually. That's 24.
24. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, in the first hour, I would say you would be able to get a full, like, solid bushel, and
Nice.
I'd say a bushel and a fifth with getting that high.
So that's now 3 and 2/5.
Okay, second hour.
Nice. Sorry, 1 second. 3 and 2/5 out of 5. Second hour. Is it advantage? Whoa, that's crazy. Okay, I rolled the same number twice, but it's not that good. That's
Oh,
12.
12. Not as good a harvest in the area for the second hour. You're able to get, though, with that 12, 2/5 of a bushel.
Okay, so 3 and 4/5 and 5.
Third hour.
Third hour. Going back to that first set of dice because I rolled so much
Second
better.
one was not with you.
Yeah, that's better. What's 23?
23.
Yeah.
Okay. With that 23, you are able to get a full bushel's worth.
Okay,
You're
so that's
just at the cusp.
that's 4 and 4/5.
It was one less than your 24. I had to give a little bit less
No,
than
that's
what you
fair.
did. So.
That's fair. Okay, so 1 more hour.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be. Oh, that's another 24. So
You
I've got
get,
plenty extra.
yeah, you get another bushel and a fifth. So you now have 6 bushels worth of this.
Nice.
You come
Perfect.
back
6.
and there was supplies in the crates, like bags to hold things. So you now have like
Nice.
bags of these just held together.
Awesome.
And after hour 4, you fly back onto the cart.
Yeah.
You have 2 hours left before you would hit about nightfall ish, or when the sun starts going
Perfect.
down. Oliver, what would you do?
I would like to be reading my Tome of Clear Thought in the back
All
of the
right,
card.
4 more hours, and then actually, if you do that straight through to the night, you can add 6 hours through.
Sick. Yeah, yeah.
Bracket.
At the second hour, I say into the back of the cart, "Hey, Hope, can you please bring me a full water skin?"
Nock, you're out gathering for the bushel in this hour.
Yep.
I'm calling her out at this point because, like, eventually I need to know she's there.
And Hope, your is just like, what do you mean? Hope's back at the village, at town.
But I ain't no moron. It's okay. I'm not upset. I understand.
Hope, and she comes out from the side. Hi.
You need to eventually write your mother that you're here.
I know.
I will not send you back. We're going to go all the way to Xysta, but you need to eventually tell her, or she is going to be a mess.
I gave her one letter already. I'll set out right again once I got to the city. I needed to come.
I know. It is fated.
Your mom was like, I didn't want you to. It's going to be dangerous. She says, I know, but, you know, I go where you go, Yurem. Like, we're a duo, okay? And he's like, all right, I know. You guys aren't mad?
Not a bit. Here, come here. I'm going to have them, like, come in close.
Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah?
It was fated by the gods anyways.
Which ones?
You'll figure it out.
They look at each other confused, and then you just go back to driving the cart.
Yeah, I'm now just an adult fucking with them.
All right.
Like, if they're bright enough, they'll figure it out. I know your Rem won't. He's a moron. He's a...
And Oliver, so you just see a purple-skinned tiefling with golden eyes just walk out from the back of the cart, and now
Did you at least bring me the water skin?
Yes, she did.
I did
And
need
now I
water.
have what?
There is now 3 children now in the cart.
Oliver, this is Hope.
What?
You look up from your book, and there's now a tiefling child girl.
Oliver, this is Hope. She's
Hope?
Yurem's best friend. She's vitally important to our mission. I promise.
Yeah, and we protect her too.
All right.
Right? And gives a fist bump up to Brackett.
Where did you just come from, though?
She was hiding behind the crate. None of you noticed when you got in the cart.
She said, I used, I mean, you can't see it now, it's blank, but took a spell scroll of invisibility from Trell.
You had to pay him back for that. You know that, right?
Yurem's just like, I pay him enough in hard work. I mean, come on. Fine. I'll get a job in Xysta or something. I don't know.
You're supposed to be honest at bare minimum.
Okay. It's Trell. Of course I was going to. It's just old habits.
Old habits.
Old habits.
Oliver just...
Oliver, old
Nock
habits.
comes back from the trip saying old habits. Like, what?
And at this time, Nock, you see Hope as you're flying in on the cart.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, because I
Hi.
only told our new friend. They didn't know, did they?
No.
I'm very surprised that I didn't notice you. Vane, did you notice her?
Ooh, roll for Vane to notice. I feel like Vane noticed.
I feel like so.
What's Vane's charisma?
Charisma is +0. But for persuasion, for intimidation, it's +3. But persuasion is +0.
So Hope got a unnatural 20 with her advantage stealth check, like for hiding. Vane got a natural 11 for perception, so not enough to beat that.
Perception. Sorry.
No, so I
Oh.
did ask charisma too, but I know perception. Vane's perception is like a 6 or like it can't be
+6.
more. It can't be more than a 9. I basically knew at that point. So
Yeah, it's +6.
So Vane got a 17 and did not notice, but just rolled a natural 20 deception check. Be like, cool.
I fist bump the owl.
Of course I knew.
Oh, okay. So you just decided not to tell me. I see how it is.
Nock's a homie. Come on. Sorry. Vane's a homie. You know that.
Vane's first that 20 of the new campaign.
Vane's a homie. You know that.
Yeah, I'll let it slide this time.
Your bird lied to you.
I know.
Vane didn't want to feel like, oh yeah, I'm not staying alert. This little kid just didn't best me. Like,
It's completely embarrassing.
I'll just lie to my ranger instead.
Vane now has a secret hatred out for Hope right now because Hope just beat Vane's perception.
She was invisible. It's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you're gonna stay, you're gonna have to help. And like I told the other kids, if we die, run away.
Or drag our bodies to safety, depending on situational.
Run away.
I'll go with Urem no matter where he goes. And he says, but if I say you run, you run. Okay, but I don't want to leave you behind. You get too reckless. You're going to hurt yourself. You're going to get lost somewhere.
I literally am going to cackle. I cannot control it.
Yeah.
See, even this guy knows how reckless you are.
Yes, without doubt.
Nock is just gonna shake their
Yeah,
head
Nock's
at
like,
Bracket.
oh my
like,
God,
you gotta
Bracket's
contain
up.
yourself. It's been 2 hours.
we can see the
Hold it
fucking
together.
village.
Hold it together, buddy.
We have to make it to day 2 before they know.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've been flying off a lot, but we gotta get this done.
All right, and for the last 2 hours,
Yeah.
Nock, do you do anything? Do you read further in your book?
Yeah, I'll read more.
Are you going to attune to that bow?
In this
Can
time,
I
this
do
is a short rest.
both?
Yeah, you can, because
okay.
you're just holding the bow and like while you're reading. So in that hour short rest period, you can.
Okay. At 4 hours. And
That one I will have. If I did not make a very long time ago on D&D Beyond, I will have to make you that one just so it has everything.
Okay.
So I will work on
All
that.
right, perfect.
But as the sun is getting lower and lower, and you guys start seeing a familiar area, a hole in the ground to the left, right as the sun's starting to set in the area. And as Bracket, as you start pulling your cart over to the side, as everything slows down instantly, Nock, you hear, almost like it's coming in on the wind from the hole, Nock, Kyron, come quick to the Portraits of Purity. I don't have many days to stay here, please.
Oh,
And that
okay.
is where we are going to end tonight's session.
Sick.
Wow.
I'm really disappointed when Kyron's not there.
Uh-huh. It's
Here,
just me, bestie.
I guess you have to do both jobs. Ah, shit.
I was really looking for 2, but no.
I can
You know
give
what?
you
The
hope.
bird counts as one.
All right, guys. Well, hey, session 37. That was good.
Nice.
That was really good.
A plus
Things are
pacing.
set. You guys are moving down to Xysta City.
I
It's
know.
finally happening.
We needed that.
A 10-episode montage of us making it to the city. Let's stop at every tree.
Every tree.
Time for the filler arc now. The filler arcs,
Yeah.
like where the manga would just skip to Xysta City. All right, this is what happened on the way to Xysta City. Is it canon? Who knows?
Is this tree alive? Is this tree alive? Is this tree alive?
Everything's
Brandon.
alive. Everything's mimics.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for those of you who came, those consistently stayed through. Thanks for Shrimp Buffet, as always. Thank you.
Yeah.
But we're glad you all could come and join in on this month's disaster. And until the next disaster.
Fuck
Good
this vodka. It's
night.
gross.
Good night.
Good night.
And fuck Trump.
Yes.
Yeah, fuck Donald
Fuck
Trump. Fuck
Trump.
Elon Musk. Fuck JD Vance.
Yeah. Punch a
Glory
Nazi.
to Ukraine. Glory to the heroes. Good night.
Good night.